name's Tony Geiger, and I actually have a studio right upstairs from here, so I was very lucky to be, my landlord told me about the space down here, and it was a great opportunity. This is one of my latest paintings. It's called Coronet Sunset, and it all started with the idea of I wanted to have this car encased in this mysterious material, and I just kept building different elements, adding different elements, just to make it a really kind of eerie, spooky scene that you had to kind of figure out what's going on. And but I like to think the streak of light coming out here represents some hope in an otherwise bleak, possibly bleak scenario. And
okay.
over here, I had this painting called Wildlife, and I wanted to do something a little bit in a somewhat of an old masters style, and the pose of this child was taken from an old medical illustration from like the 18th century. And originally he's touching fire and showing his nerves, how his nerves are pain nerves are working, going into his head. And I just took the crocodiles from a doodle I was working on, and just kind of another composite of different ideas.
Wow. Details you have in here is just like very nice. Let's see this beauty right here.
And then over here we have the taxidermist's wife, and I was inspired by the Greyhound bus logo, and I kind of flushed it out a little more and wanted to take something from the modern world and juxtapose it with something from a whole different realm of reality, and put the two together and see what happens. And that's what happens.
So what influenced you to like make this again? Repeat that again? Like what influenced you?
Well, I was drawn to the Greyhound bus when I was looking at a newspaper, and I saw a picture from the civil rights era Freedom Riders bus that had been burned down. It was they put a bomb in it, and it had smoke, and it was banged up, and there was this old Greyhound logo on the side that was faded, and it looked very captivating to me. So I knew I want to use that Greyhound image, and it has nothing to do with the Freedom Riders, but I thought I knew that I wanted to use it in something.
Okay, wow. So what about this one? This looks like a Jaguar.
And this one's called Curse of the Cat People.
Curse of the Cat People, okay.
And that's an old movie title that I just stole to title it, but it's I've always been, the Jaguar hood ornament has always held a certain mystique to me. And in this case, it's sort of working as perhaps it's the figurehead to her cult, some weird cat cult, and this is the penance she has to pay for her past sins, and she has to crawl across the desert.
I got this one right here.
She has to crawl across the desert with this thing on to make up for past sins.
Wow. So what about this one next to this beautiful?
Well, this one,
painting.
I grew up in Southern California, and
okay. What part of California is that?
Pasadena.
Pasadena, all right.
Yeah, the suburb of Los Angeles.
I passed by there. It was actually really nice over there.
Yeah, it was a great place to grow up. And in the summer, we would drive down to Mexico and Tijuana, and it made a real big impression on me. And I went to like Catholic school in grade school, but a lot of Mexican kids, so I knew I had a lot of Mexican friends,
All right.
and so that kind of rubbed off on me, and I just kind of
Influence
got
you to
this.
make this beautiful
Yeah.
drawing.
Yeah, so I kind of got the. I've done like figures with sombreros before, and I've always been fascinated with bullfights, even though I've never been to one. But the mystique and the idea behind bullfighting, even though it's I don't endorse the idea. It has a certain allure to me.
All right.
So it's kind of a great idea to perhaps put the bullfight instead of in the ring in a giant sombrero, and in a way you could say that a life is like this. A bull is always chasing you, and you're being chased around and around in a circle that never stops.
Well.
I got that from your uncle.
Very nice meeting you. Nice to meet you. Continue your work. It's actually amazing. I love all of it. So, have a nice day.